What's up guys, Fellhammer here. Today I want to do a video talking about my new kit that I've been using. Very happy with it. It's a cross between Shaw Concepts and Spiritus Systems. I also want to kind of go over what I used to use, which was a Haley Strategic setup. First, what we're going to talk about was the Haley setup. So I was using a Haley DC3RM as well as their Flat Pack 2.0, and I really do like this setup for a super lightweight grab and go setup. It's very nice. The thing of it is I ran into a lot of issues going to milsims where I was very limited on space. What I did like is when I did cut down to the absolute bare minimum of what I could run with, it would compress because the flat pack will expand just by doing the zipper here. And then that gives you that much more space. And then all the pockets on this open up like that. So what I would do is load in what I needed and then compress it all back down so everything would fit nice and snug. And you wouldn't get that problem where things would rattle around or shift around on you. That being said, there was not a lot of things in here to rattle around and shift around. I was limited to a small bottle of water, extra BBs, so my speed loader and all that. And then in the pouch here, I had some smoke grenades for buddy use, essentially. Going into the front with the micro DC3RM, your admin pouch opens up. That's as big as it gets. And then you've got the two pistol mags on the side, which I never used for pistol mags. I always carried my pistol mags in my belt. So this ended up being maybe a flashlight or multi-tool or something like that. And then I have two 1 Tigris radio wings, one on each side. I would keep a radio in one and then maybe a magazine or just something random in the other. But the things that I don't like about the Haley are, this is kind of as much as it'll expand unless you pick up a Spiritus Thing, which we'll get into that in a second. But what I really don't like is their inserts. The thing I don't like about the inserts is they tend to come apart. The original Haley inserts, when they started dropping for the micro, they were sewn in. So what I mean by that is as follows. So if you open this up, let's see if we can get you to see that in here. So you open this up and you've got your insert. As you can see, this just popped out. The original set of inserts that Haley would release, the hard plastic piece, I think they call it the MP2, was sewn into the top here, and it wouldn't come out. So now, with these inserts, getting them in and out, if I needed to switch into some 308 inserts or what have you, as you can see, I'm having a bitch and a half of a time trying to get this back in there. We'll work on that later. So swapping inserts is a royal pain. Whereas with the Shaw setup, it's super, super easy. We'll get into that here in just a second. So for the rest of my expansion, I've got just a cheap Emerson Gear dangler pouch here. It was like $25, but super, super roomy. So I would run frags, tourniquets, whatever I needed in here. And then that was kind of my setup. I played a couple milsims with it, and I did like it, but I was always finding myself wanting more room because there were things that's fuck, I wish I had room for this because I really needed that in this particular moment. But moving away from that, still a valid setup. I think it's probably about $375, I want to say. Micro is about $140. Flat Pack Plus was the Flat Pack 2.0 was $160, $25.30 for this. Teammate gave me the radio expansions, and that was that. So for less than $400, you're good to go. With my Shaw setup, however, I have a lot more money invested into this. So with this, I have Spiritus Admin Pouch, and the Spiritus Admin Pouch, I've still got stuff from the last milsim I just did. Last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it is now. Went to Texas, played Operation Starburst from Third Coast Airsoft on Fort Hood, and I've still got some of the stuff in here from that. So on the front, I have, like I said, the Spiritus pouch, and then in the very front zipper of that, I've got my 2 TCA tourniquets, and then on the inside, which opens up, you get a ton of space, sticker, dead rag, map, chem light. I did have another set of chem lights in here. This became like a kind of catch-all for whatever I ended up needing. Like, mag change, throw that in there. Yeah, I just threw whatever in that because there's just so much fucking space. It's like a dump pouch on your chest almost. So for my wearable setup, I'm using the straps that came with the micro. Stand up here. So essentially, comes on like so. And then you got your back strap here. And what this is all attached to is a Spiritus Thing 2, which they just discontinued because they're dropping the Thing 3. So this kind of turns into what you need it to be. I very much like this. Crash has one, and he loved it, and he's who inspired me to get one myself. So I have the ARC Placard here. This is a triple 5.56 insert right here. These ARC inserts are, in my opinion, way nicer than the Haley. This is my triple 308, which is what I ran for my DMR while I was playing with it. And then for Sunday, I switched into my M27, which I'll do a video on that later on. But I used the triple 5.56. I have a quadruple 5.56, but I'm having a few issues with it. So until I troubleshoot that a little bit, I'm not using that currently. On the side here, left side, I've got a Spiritus Nalgene pouch. Fantastic addition. It's hydrate or die, right? And then I have a GP medium pouch. And then in here, I also have Spiritus's foam insert. And I kept my PVS 14 in this for daytime because what I would do is if we got into a dark building or something like that, obviously wearing my helmet, I could just pull my monocular out, clip it into my mount, and then I've got night vision capability. Foam insert keeps it nice and protected, had no issues with that at all whatsoever. Down here I have the ARC dangler, so it is attached via Velcro just like any dangler is. However, it also has these first spear tubes, so that I can just lift and rip just like that. The really nice thing about the ARC dangler, this is the V2 raid pouch, and unfortunately they are discontinued for the V3. They are bigger, however. I didn't want bigger, I wanted this size, so I ended up picking one of those up before they completely sold out. Use this as an IFAK, so I would have my trauma shears, bandages, real tourniquets, things like that on there. Worked out great. And being it was used as an IFAK, if anything had happened and I needed to, get into it and get all my kit out to, patch my buddy up if something had happened. Milsims are dangerous. You're on military bases, government training sites. Severe lacerations can happen. The theory is just rip it off and then open it up, fold it out, and I can go to work. These are also just Velcroed in, so they're removable. Just like that. So if I didn't want to use it as an IFAK, I wanted to keep frags or what have you in here, I can just take these out and it gives me more space. And then on the, what would be your body side here, you've got this nice wide open pouch. Super, super nice. These were about $120 when they first dropped. And then I picked this one up on sale for $75, brand new in plastic, just because he did move to the V3. And then we want to clip it back on. Oops, missed. clicks right into place, you're good to go. And then plenty of Velcro for the patches, and then a tourniquet spot down here, which is where I kept quick access tourniquet. So yeah, this was the setup. Super modular, super comfortable. Weight distribution was fantastic on it, but the pack does not integrate into it like the Haley does. So the way, this is the Shaw Concepts Assaulters pack. God, what's he call it? Plate carrier pack, PCP. So this will integrate directly into Shaw Concepts' plate carrier, which is super nice and is on my purchase list. I picked this up and was super satisfied with it. They are not cheap. This was $275. So you're looking at the cost of almost the total Haley setup just in the pack from Shaw, but it is tough. Like, this feels better than the flat pack. Like, the flat pack feels, for lack of a better word, fragile. More so than what this pack does. It also gives me a lot more room. So with the Shaw, it will completely unzip and fold open like so. And I had a bottle of water, BBs, frags, smokes, whatever I could throw in this. And then it would just slide on like a regular pack. And there were a couple instances where I would get tired of having it on my back, just sling it off, set it down, climb up the ladder I needed to climb up. I started taking it off, climbing up ladders, because I ended up hung the fuck up on a roof hatch and was just like, guys, I'm stuck. So that wasn't fun. On the other side in here, this is where they have tool capability. So this is an extra $20. It's a Tigris tool sheath, essentially. So if you had bolt cutters, whatever, I figured out that an ASG B&T launcher will fit in that and lock in very nicely. So next milsim, I will definitely be running one of those and have a little bit of AT capability on me. Nice, wide open front pouch here. And then same thing down here on this side. A lot of space. And then it has the capability of being able to molly on things to the side here. It's laser cut. I very much like this pack. Like I said, literally, it just attaches. Rides nice and high on your upper back. You don't have it like hanging down here, interfering with your belt. All of this worked fantastic with the Usurper, the BDUs I was wearing, the combat top. Like, everything fit and felt great. I will have links available in the description of this video. Total cost, we're looking at $295 for the pack with the tool sheath, $80 for the Spiritus front pouch here. The Shaw Concepts placard, where the magazines and everything is kind of based around on this, is, I want to say $55 if I remember right. $35 on the insert. Like I said, this is the raid pouch was $120 originally. I got it for $75, save some money. I believe the V3 raid pouch is that same price, around $100, $120. The Nalgene pouch is, I want to say, $55, $60. And then the GP medium pouch is $55 with $20, $25 for the insert here. And then the X harness came with the Haley, so save some money on that by already having it. That's all I've got for this video. If you guys have any questions, or if you would like me to go a little more into detail on something that I didn't. Oh, the Spiritus Thing, duh. So this is all set up on a Thing 2. As I said, Spiritus just discontinued this for the Thing 3. Have not seen what it looks like yet. Lost my train of thought. Oh, haven't seen what the Thing 3 looks like, but I'm assuming it's good. I've never had any issues with any of Spiritus's equipment. So the way the Thing works is this can be used for radios and or magazines. So what I ended up doing was I had a radio set up on my right side, or my left side, sorry. radio on my left side, and then I would have a magazine on the right side. And they'll fit up to my PTS 308 mags. So what I would do is, while we were staged and I wasn't allowed to have a magazine in, the mag that would go in the gun would be here. That way everything on my chest / belt stayed put. And I would just pull it out of here, put it in the gun, and then obviously reload, drop mag, insert new mag, finish the gunfight, and then pick up my empty. And then put it back in the, re-index it back into somewhere on me. So for real this time, that's all I've got for this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them down in the comments section. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. Leave a like on the video. Helps a lot. I'm not the biggest of YouTubers. I've been at this 10 years now. Bouncing between airsoft kit reviews, gaming video, random clips. Like I upload what I like. If you like it, stick around. All right, thanks guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Take it easy.